Hello there! This is LEGO Dynasty, and today I'm bringing you guys my review of the LEGO Marvel Rocket's Warbird vs. Ronan. It is set number 76278, comes with 290 pieces, and is rated ages 8 and up. Now this set retails in the United States for $37.99 and in Canada for $49.99. Now without further ado, let's kick off this review, starting with the box. Taking a look at the box, you of course have the Rocket's Warbird flying over what I assume to be Xandar, though the skyline kind of looks more like Earth, but pretty sure it's supposed to be Xandar in the background, obviously inspired from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. You have Rocket and Ronan, the Infinity Saga logo with Iron Man and the Nano Gauntlet there. Top of the box has Ronan. Filling the box on the back, you can see some of the play functionalities of the set, mainly the use of the stud shooters and, the ability to place Rocket inside the ship. And then, of course, you can have the characters battle it out. Taking a look at the manual here, as you can see, it is a rendered image, which is the new style of manuals. I've been a proponent that I preferred the older style manuals that would basically just use the box art. I feel it looks a lot better than the rendered image. And in general, it's hit or miss on what sets get advertising in them as well. In this case, you only get a Rebuild the World image, which I assume is supposed to be, them using paper bags. But I've still yet to get a paper bag in any LEGO sets, which I believe was supposed to come out originally in 2022. They were transitioning stuff, so very interesting that they keep saying they're doing paper bags, and they really haven't done it yet. But that is the manual. They are left with quite a few extra pieces, though pretty much all of them are extra studs for the stud shooters. Still nice to have those included, as of course those are pretty easy to lose. You're also left with another one of these missiles that you can also shoot out, and some other studs and Technic pieces. Taking a look at our first minifigure, we have Rocket Raccoon. And I have to say, overall, pretty much really like this character's design. Of course, this is inspired entirely from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but I don't have any of the first Guardians of the Galaxy sets. They came out way back in 2014, 2015. So, nice to get this variation of Rocket again. Really, overall, pretty standard character. You have his gun, which is just a standard Space Police pistol with one of these cylinder pieces. The back printing, as you can see, looks very nice. I will take off the tail just to show off the back printing a little bit better, which with the back printing off looks like that. Very nicely designed there, very accurate. Now there is no arm printing, and of course it is using the stubby, non-movable legs, which makes sense for Rocket based on his size. A very nice Rocket Raccoon molded head as well, but pretty standard these days. Now our next character is Ronan the Accuser, of course the main villain of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And I have to say, this is an absolutely outstanding minifigure. You can see the level of detail on the torso to the belt to the leg printing. Love that it, flows. There is no arm printing on Ronan, unfortunately, but still I think this is an absolutely gorgeous character. Now he does have this really unique cape design, which is just it's split. Very cool and different. Not something you see usually. Normally it would just be a regular cape. Flipping the cape up, you can see the very nice back printing, which looks absolutely outstanding. And then also putting the cape back down, you can see Ronan's extra face, if I'm able to get it down, which is him, more angry while fighting the Guardians. Taking a look at Rocket's Warbird, and I have to say, I absolutely love this design, even though it is quite scaled down. Now, I still think overall it captures the look of the ship that we see in the film quite well. I love the color scheme, mixing in the orange, white, and blue there, and even some red. It just really pops on this ship. Of course, that is just them being accurate to the design from the film, but still nice to see that level of detail on this thing. Of course, you are left with some extra features, mainly the use of these stud shooters and missile launchers. So the missile launchers are pretty standard. You just push on the back and it'll fire. And then for the stud shooters themselves, you actually have this mechanism here where you turn this and it will fire. So just to show, try and show it off as best. As you can see, like that. And of course, you generally will lose your studs. That's why they give you so many extras, especially if you're just shooting it off like I am. But again, that's why they give you a ton of extra studs, which is great to see. Now, there isn't a whole lot of playability with this ship overall. You're really just left with being able to place Rocket inside of the Warbird, which of course is a necessary feature. Inside there is a little computer panel, not a brand new one, just one we typically see in Star Wars, if you can see it kind of right there. As you can see there, it's a pretty standard computer panel piece, but you can place Rocket inside the ship just like so. And then, of course, you can close the canopy piece, and you can see him perfectly in there. I love it. Being able to see the character, I think it looks really awesome there. But that is basically it when it comes to the ship. You have no additional clips for your weapon. There is room, of course. You can sort of just stuff it in there for Rocket. But there's no clip or anywhere to really place it on the ship, which is a little disappointing. Would have been nice to have something like that. Though, again, it is such a downscaled ship, kind of hard to find those aspects in a set like this. Now, I should mention, of course, the feature of the studs is on both sides. I won't fire it off on this side, but in functions it's exactly the same, where you turn this part here, and it will fire off, which is pretty nice to have that consistency. But overall, the ship, to me's strength is in its overall look. I think it absolutely looks outstanding and will look great on your display shelves while being an okay playset. The LEGO Rockets Warbird vs. Ronan is overall, in my opinion, a pretty good, albeit expensive set. I definitely feel this set is a victim of the LEGO price increases, and feel like this set is definitely a bit overpriced. Coming in at $37.99 US, $49.99 Canadian, it feels at least $10 too expensive. Definitely feel like they could have made the set cheaper, especially with the fact that it only has 2 minifigures. I really would have liked, at that price, including the 3rd minifigure, perhaps a Groot. I know you can't fit Groot inside this ship's design, but you can't fit Ronan inside the ship either, and I think it would have been fine having the extra minifigure included, and would have aided the value of the set at its price point. But at its current price point, this is definitely a set to wait to go on sale, or for LEGO Double VIP points, etc. With that being said, that's all my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the LEGO Rockets Warbird vs. Ronan. Are you a fan of this set, and are you glad to see LEGO returning to some of the earlier Infinity Saga films for LEGO sets? Or do you want them to focus on some of the newer sets? Because, obviously the movies haven't been that well received, but, the Marvels only got one set. I think Shang-Chi only got a couple. Eternals had a full wave because they were very excited and thought the film would be a massive success. Obviously, it was not. But now LEGO and Disney itself seems to be pivoting and focusing on the earlier films. And what are your guys' thoughts on that? Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like if you have enjoyed, and have a great day, everyone.